You Are What You Eat and Other Mealtime Hazards by Serge Bloch. And this is a story read aloud. This is the front cover, the spine, back cover, and then when we open our book, we always have a title page. You Are What You Eat and Other Mealtime Hazards by Serge Bloch. My mother always says, you are what you eat, so I'm very careful about what I put on my plate. If my dog Roger can eat the same thing all the time, why not me? Use your noodle, my mother said. People need 3 square meals a day. Dad said that my goose would be cooked if I ate macaroni for every meal. Then he told me that I needed to start thinking outside the box. Before breakfast, my sister yelled, "Last one's at the rotten table's a rotten egg." Dad sounds proud when he says that she eats like a horse. My mother says it drives her bananas to see me eat like a bird. But she also says she's glad I'm not a couch potato like my dad. My best friend Oliver called to invite me over to his house. "Don't be late," he said. "The early bird gets the worm." My sister said she wouldn't eat at Oliver's house for all the tea in China because his mother is a real health nut. Dad told me to take my sister with a grain of salt. Then he said I should see the glass as half full and just enjoy myself. "You'll be as cool as a cucumber," he assured me. When my mother dropped me off in front of Oliver's house, she told me not to be nervous and said I was the apple of her eye. "One bad apple spoils the whole barrel," my sister muttered from the back seat of the car. Oliver opened the front door before I could even knock. He said he could already hear my stomach growling. I said hello to Oliver's mother and warned her that I was not very hungry. She just smiled and said she hoped she could make me eat my words. "Not very hungry." She asked Oliver to be a good egg and set the table. Then she reminded him not to eat like a pig, especially since he had a guest. Oliver grinned at me. "We're having something that will really stick to your ribs, tofu dogs." "Are you all right, dear?" Oliver's mother asked me. "You look a little green around the gills." I didn't want to be rude, so I bravely held on my plate. "I knew you were a tough cookie," said Oliver's mother. Oliver told me I was as nutty as a fruitcake if I didn't love his mother's cooking, so I closed my eyes and took a big bite. "It was delicious. Told you so," said Oliver. We both asked for seconds. Oliver's mother smiled and said we were like 2 peas in a pod. When Dad came to pick me up, he said I looked like the cat that swallowed the canary. My sister asked if I had chickened out, and I surprised her by saying I had eaten even more than Oliver. My mother said she was pleased as punch when I tasted a little bit of everything she cooked that night. Why not? Variety is the spice of life. The end. Thanks for listening. Be sure to give me a thumbs up and a like and subscribe if you want to hear other magical stories. Bye.